Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at some settings that we can change in our phones to actually make the speed a little bit better in most cases. It does not always work, so keep that in mind. And right now, we're going to go to our settings, connections, more connection settings. Private DNS is set to automatic, so whatever our ISP does, that's what they do. Hit save, get out of here. Now let's go to speed test. Here at speed test now, we're gonna hit go and see what the speed is on automatic right now. We haven't changed it to any other DNS. It's just the regular automatic. And as you see, it's going at 60 something. Usually it's not over 50 where I'm at, but sometimes it goes up. And I don't know what that is about. So as you see, it looks like around 67 download and around 7 to 8 upload, which the upload is quite mediocre. Okay, so we don't think this is a fluke, for example. Let me hit it again on automatic, so we do 2 tests for each. Otherwise, we are not gonna do a good test, because as you see, second time around is slower. And right now, it's more on what it usually is at this area, and especially at this time. This video is being filmed in the afternoon, which is quite slow, and yes, now it's more of what it usually is here, around 41, 42, and it's not going bad, but it's not the greatest. And as you see, the results are 41 by 7. Okay, now let's get out of here. Okay. And let's go to our private DNS on the settings. And let's first try Cloudflare DNS. Then after this, we are going to try Google DNS. Cloudflare is active right now. Let's wait for it to do its thing. And let's go to speed test and try twice as well. And let's see if it does any better. Okay, let's hit go. And see if anything gets better or worse. And it looks like it's kind of the same or worse actually right now. So I don't know why that's doing it this way. Because sometimes it does way better with Cloudflare. And the upload looks kind of the same to me. Maybe a little bit higher, but not really. And it's going up and down the whole time. Okay. So 33 by 6. And let's give it a second try. And it keeps going up to 70, then down to 40, then down to 30. For some reason, it keeps kicking in and out. And I don't understand why it's doing that, but maybe the antenna where I'm at might have a problem today. And the upload is quite mediocre. It is probably okay for grandma to upload a picture on Facebook, but besides that, I don't see a big use for it. Now let's get out of here and let's switch it to Google DNS. Is another DNS. There is a lot of them, but today we're just testing if changing the DNS does anything. And Google DNS is much easier. DNS.google, and that's all. Just DNS.google. It's that hard. Okay, and the phone keeps kicking out of 5G when I'm on Cloudflare for some reason. So right now we are back on 5G. Let's go to speed test again and we're gonna hit go. And it's kind of the same. In my opinion, so far it's maybe a touch better. 54, just a little bit better. And the upload is definitely a little bit better, but nah. As you see, it still drops down. Okay, so upload looks like it's still remaining the same. I don't really see a big difference. Okay. And as you see, the network dropped to 4G LTE again. And now let's hit go again on 4G alone. And as you see, it does that whiplash right there in the beginning, up to 70 something, then it drops to 40 again. And that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but might be my antenna, and there's not much I can do about it. And yes, this is a mid-tier to cheap-tier phone. It's a Samsung A32. I'm not testing this on my Note 20 Ultra. I just want to try it with the phones that people have on the regular, not anything fancy or all that stuff. And now the results are right here. And what we measured only today, we're gonna check on the 13th. As you see, it started 67 and 41, then went to 33 and 40, and now 54 and 36. So, as a conclusion, I don't really see changing the DNS making that big of a difference. I'm gonna hit it again and see if that makes a difference. But in my opinion, unless you really have a bad network where you're at, I guess you could give it a try, because it depends on the carriers and ISPs and all that. Sometimes, yes, it's true, it actually helps. But for most part, for me, I know for the speed I have and what I pay on this phone, I am at the max. So I don't really expect anything better than what we just saw there. Let me put it on automatic again, just so we kind of get out of that curiosity. And let's go back. Let me get rid of speed test and restart it again, just so it kind of gets fresh back in. And right now we're running automatic without any changes. And as you see, an automatic, it's kind of the same. It goes up and down the whole time anyway. It's at over 30, between 30 and 50 is usually here. And yes, back to 40. And the upload, mediocre, at least on this position. So, does it help? It depends on your situation, depends where you're at. I've noticed if I'm in some locations that the network is spotty and pages load really slow, it actually helps. I've noticed it helps to load pages faster. Now, let me go back to Cloudflare, hit save, and let's get back to speed test again and just see if anything has changed. I doubt it. Sometimes it does better, sometimes not really. As I said, it depends heavily on the provider you have, the location you are, the antenna you're nearby, and there's a lot of factors. And as you see, yes, it does a little bit better, in my opinion. A few megabytes higher when it comes to Cloudflare, but the difference is not really major. I would consider it more of a minor difference than a major difference, and the upload hasn't really changed any bit. It's still what it is. Some days is better, some days is worse. And it depends on the phone as well too. The better the CPU and antennas and all that stuff, the better the network is going to be as well. And with that said, I just hope you learned something from this video, and leave me a like and subscribe if you wish so. Otherwise, that's all I had for you today, and we'll see you next time. Bye!